Well, good morning, everybody. Yes, it is Thursday. It is a beautiful morning, and that means we are at the car wash with Coburg Road Car Wash. And you guys know that they sponsor a show every morning, or twice a month. I shouldn't say every morning. And so we are here, and as you can see, there's already a small line, but I tell you, you can still get in if you need to. And we're going to go through the car wash. So I'm trying to pull this little Hummer up here. Hang on just a second, because we got a great show for you today. Got something to right there, and here. Bam, 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 bam. Okay. So hello guys, there's Renee.
Hi.
So we are at the car wash, and I mean, I know we say this all the time, but it's always a good day for a car wash.
It is a great day for a car wash. A great week for a car wash.
Yeah, this is the perfect week, because if you are driving around and your car looks dirty,
you better come see us.
it's your own fault.
That's right.
Because you don't even have to get out of the car here.
You just relax. It just
Sit
takes a
through-
minute.
They take you through, they make it comfortable, they serve coffee. Okay, they don't serve coffee. That would be something we...
It would. If
You
they
know-
really asked, I mean, we do have coffee. I'd probably get one.
You know, I have a client who, Coburg Crestwell Coffee, and they're locating in Coburg. We could work out a deal where they brought their little trailer in here.
Great idea.
And we run the coffee
I
through
like
it. That'd
it.
be kind of fun, wouldn't it?
It would.
So, so how much is a car wash to get just a basic wash?
$8.
And then what on top of that if you want to get the luxury?
That's $10, and you get the liquid polish with that. It's
So
a
that
great
comes.
deal.
Well, we want to thank you. We have a really good topic today, and we want to thank you guys for always being here to sponsor this. So you guys, if you like what we do and you like our topics and you like the fact that we're covering real human stories, it's because of them. So when you're thinking about getting your car washed, don't go to brand B, go to the A brand, which
That's
is
right.
the big C on Coburg Road.
That's right. We are here to help you.
And she's on my page. Don't go away, because I got to get a picture of you later so
Okay.
that we can put it on my Facebook.
All right.
Okay, we're going to go talk one of our subjects here, guys. Come here. So we got... I'm going to introduce you to a couple of people. But this is going to be kind of a different kind of car wash, because sitting next to me is Sara, and that's her sleeve. But Sara is a little shy, and she doesn't want to go on camera, but she said she would come and talk with us because Sara has cystic fibrosis. And I think a lot of us don't know that much about it. I don't know. I didn't until I just was sitting here talking to her, but this is something you've had since birth.
Yes.
And so what, you need a double lung transplant.
Yes.
That's serious.
Yes, very serious.
So you've had this since you were a child,
Yes, I was diagnosed at 9 months.
and your sister had it at birth,
Yes.
and your sister passed away. Tell that story.
She was born with a bowel obstruction and was rushed into surgery. And that is when they found out that she had cystic fibrosis. But that was in the 70s when there wasn't much known about CF. And just as she got older, she got worse and worse. She had diabetes, which is common with cystic fibrosis. And eventually her lungs gave out at age 23.
So she died at 23.
Yes. And she was not able to get a lung transplant because her organs were not strong enough, all of her other organs.
So right now, yours is getting worse. It gets worse as you get older, right?
Yes.
So yours is getting worse, but you're still at a point where you're a perfect candidate for a transplant.
Yes.
How much does it cost? You have to have a double lung transplant, right?
I have to have a double lung transplant. The cost of surgery is $1 to $3 million, I believe they told me.
Whoa.
Yeah. The cost of housing, what I'm fundraising for, is $3,500, around $3,500 a month, just for the rent in transplant housing.
So tell people your name.
Sara Beasley.
So Sara is looking for, she's raising funds, and she needs $3,500 a month. So when she called me, I said, yeah, I would love to put you on the car wash, because Coburg Car Wash pays for this show, and they don't care what we put on as long as it's good stuff. And I think helping somebody, we're always looking for ways to help people in our community. And here's the rubber hits the road. I didn't realize how serious this was. So you were telling me, and you could tell, and this is her friend. I'm sitting here. There's a strange woman in the back. You are?
I'm Millie. I'm Sarah's best friend, one of them.
So you watched this.
Yes, it's sad. It's heartbreaking to see her this way every day. Every day is a struggle.
There's no easy life. So the lungs will do what for you? Does that cure it?
No. So I'll still have cystic fibrosis, which also affects your digestive system and sinuses and pretty much every part of your body. And I will still have cystic fibrosis, but they won't be my lungs will not be invaded with the sticky mucus that we produce.
So you guys, what happens with Sara is she produces a mucus all the time, and it's all throughout her body, and then it causes scarring. Yeah, it's kind of warm, huh?
Sorry.
It's okay. Causes scarring in her lungs. So her lungs are like one big scar, right?
Yes.
And again, the reason you're having to look at my face and not hers is because she just is a little shy and she doesn't want to go in. I said, you don't have to, but I want to hear your story. So, so this goes through, so your lungs are just kind of beaten to hell.
Yes, I'm in the 30 percentile of lung function right now. And they normally do not transplant or put you on the list until you're in the 20th percentile, or 20th percent range of lung function. But I grow a bacteria that is resistant to most medications, and they call it multi-drug resistant bacteria. So the medicines that I take each month are not killing the bug that I'm growing in my lungs. So I literally have a lung infection at least every other month at this point, and go on home IV antibiotics or in the hospital.
All right, let's go get you a car wash, but I'm
Okay.
going to ask you more questions. So
Okay.
when you're around other people, if somebody sneezes, that could kill you.
Yes, the flu could kill us and pneumonia could kill us. So when people sneeze or cough, I freak out. But I'm sure they freak out when I cough because all I do is cough.
So is that why your lungs are scarred, is because you cough so much?
They're scarred because every time you get an infection, it's hard to explain it. Like the mucus gets stuck in your airways and causes scarring in the airways, and then you lose part of your lung function.
So you're the cheerleading coach at Pleasant Hill.
Pleasant Hill, yes.
So all your kids know exactly what's going on.
Yes.
So you've been quite the education, I'm sure, for people.
Yeah, they're learning a lot. They still tend to freak out when I have coughing attacks, even though they know what's up. But when they see me coughing and I can't stop, it kind of freaks them out. It's hard to watch them do that because I don't want to scare them in any way. But
And you have a daughter.
I have a daughter. She's 14.
What does she think of all this?
She's pretty scared. She's been with me, well, obviously since her birth, but I've always been a single mom, and she's kind of been my partner in crime, and she's scared. I had a bowel blockage a couple years ago and had to have major surgery to have that repaired, and it was pretty scary when I came up out of it.
So this surgery...
Sorry, Rick.
That's okay. So this surgery could kill you.
Yes, I mean, there's always complications with any surgery, and this...
But lungs, I mean,
Yeah,
to
they're
replace
taking
both of
out
your
my
lungs,
lungs.
that's serious stuff.
Yes, and a very, very long recovery process.
So you'll be not able to work for 2 years after the surgery.
Yes, most likely up to 2 years.
So you guys, the $3,500 a month she's trying to raise just through this fundraiser is just to get her through rent while she's in Seattle getting this surgery, which is when?
We don't know. I'm on the waiting list. There's currently 50 people on the waiting list for lungs in Seattle right now, but it all just depends. We also share donors with Alaska, Washington, California, Idaho, and it's just, there's so many factors that go into getting the transplant and it being a perfect match. So it's just when the perfect match comes for you, and that unfortunately results in someone else passing away in order for you to get their lungs.
So how weird is that?
It's very weird. It's like it's hard to know that another family is going through a loss so that you can live longer.
So someone else's death is your actual hope.
Yes.
God, that is so weird.
It's crazy.
I mean, but it's also so cool because I know when my wife's father was 64 and died, just suddenly, his skin was donated to burn victims, and somehow that kind of made it better.
Yeah.
Like you knew that somebody had survived or was getting to live because your dad died, and you know what I mean?
Yes. And I've always taught my daughter to be an organ donor and everybody that I'm around, just because your soul will always live, but your body is just going to be cremated or buried. So why not donate those parts to help somebody else?
You know, Sarah, I think what's interesting about talking to you, for me, is that you're the kind of like a reality check. Because in reality, you can just pull kind of back where you were, you know, when we were in the front. So in reality, all of our bodies are disintegrating right now. I mean, from the day we were born, we're dying.
Yeah.
And you're just a reminder that it can happen faster than you want.
Yes. And in unfortunate circumstances. Just because every day is a struggle to get dressed or get ready, or like I can't just run across the gym floor with my cheerleaders. You know, I have to walk slow. Or just this morning I went to get my IV put in again. And Millie was walking just a little bit faster at her normal pace, or slower than her normal pace, but it was still fast for me. But I try to keep up without telling people. She's really good because she knows I can't breathe very well. But sometimes I have to remind people, okay, just slow down just a little bit. And it's stuff that I think about constantly, but nobody else would.
Right.
You know, just walking down a hallway.
So you guys, we are talking to Sara, and Sara does not want to be on camera. That's why because I don't want you guys to think I'm just some egotist. I'm putting this, just talking to you, not showing you who this is. But I wanted her to tell her story. She needs to raise $3,500 a month for the next 3 months. Now, how do people go? Do you have a GoFundMe or something like that?
We have a plum fund. Yeah,
you have a what? Go ahead.
It's a plum fund.
Okay, so how do they find that?
Go ahead, Sarah. I don't.
On my I have a Facebook page that's Sara's Fight to Breathe Easy.
Okay, so Sara with an H.
No
right?
H.
No H. Sara, Sara, Sara's Fight to Breathe Easy on Facebook, and there is a
link
on there that you can go and donate. Anything is going to help her. Because, like I said, she's got to live. She's got to quit, not be working for 2 years.
Yeah.
And plus the time with the surgery. So you got time to raise it, but obviously you're waiting for a donor, and when that happens, you got to go.
The call could come any day. Yeah.
And then you got to go.
I'm on call 24/7.
So it's not easy raising money from people, is it?
No, it's been very difficult, and having to do it. Thank God for Millie, my parents, my other best friend Jennifer. We go through constant fundraising efforts. Millie and I spent 4.5 hours returning bottles one day and cans at Walmart. And I've been very blessed to have a lot of people in my life that love me, that are trying to donate what they can. I've made bracelets, we've made shirts. But those...
Exhausting.
It's exhausting. I'm tired. You know, it's hard to keep up making all this stuff.
You're just trying to live.
Yeah, and having to fundraise on top of that. You know, everybody, we all have to do it who's on the list.
Because insurance will cover the cost of the surgery. But what people don't take into account is, you know, you're going to, even on a cheap budget, you're talking $50,000-$60,000 a year, right? Or, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, that's not...
You have to stay in Seattle for the first 3 months after surgery. You have to be next to the hospital. And then if there's complications, you have to live up there longer. And rent in Seattle is outrageous. It's $3,500 a month, and that's just for transplant. That's a 1-bedroom.
So that's what they
studio.
That's a special,
much.
Special deal
that's a
for
good
you guys.
Deal. Yeah.
So you guys, so I'm gonna just lay a little guilt trip on you here. You know, it's really easy. We talk about the empire and the tribe. This is like what we talk about on my page a lot. You know, this is where the tribe comes into existence, and there's not government funding that's going to pay for this for her, and there's not a city grant that she can go get. And you can watch this, and we can all feel bad. But if we don't feel bad and then do something, then we should feel worse. Because it's really easy. I get so tired of people saying, well, I feel sorry for them. Don't feel sorry for somebody. Do something about it. Instead of feeling sorry, there's something we can actually do. When she called, and I said, one of your friends called, actually. She didn't call me. One of her friends called and said, what can you do? And I said, I've got this show called At the Car Wash, and they love for me to put stories like this on that help the community. So Coburg Car Wash is now involved. And so don't just listen and feel sorry for Sara, because she doesn't want you to feel sorry for her. But she needs help with funding. I mean, that's the bottom line. and we can do that. $10, $20, $50, $100, $1,000. You know, there's people out there that can do that kind of stuff. So again, it's Sara's Fight
to breathe.
In fact, what you guys can do is we'll put that in the comment section. Have them put that in the comment section, so you guys will have that, and you can just go directly to the link and you can donate through that link. Okay. Thank you for doing this.
Yes, thank you.
So much.
I wish you could see her because she's really pretty.
Oh, thank
But
you.
she doesn't want you to do it. Yeah, pity is right, Leota. Leota says sorry and pity is not needed.
Exactly.
No, this isn't pity. This woman could kick your ass if she had to. So she's used to fighting diseases, but you know what? People can be like that too.
Yes. Yeah.
So you guys, please share this on your page. You don't know who's out there. There's a lot of people with CF that we don't know about, and this may help them in some way as well. So if you guys could put that out there. I will be back at noon with something a little different. We're going to be doing Defunkify. Now, Defunkify is a detergent that was created by accident by some U of O researchers. And you know, I'm sure this never happens to anyone but me. But you know when you get those polyester dry fit shirts and you work out in them and they start smelling sour, like stink,
Yeah.
like people around you are working and moving away? This stuff takes that smell away. It doesn't take the bacteria away. It takes the food that the bacteria thrives on out of the material, and your clothes don't stink anymore.
Oh.
Is that amazing? And I'm not
amazing.
like a big, you know, I buy into things. I tried it.
Yeah.
I took all my clothes and soaked them for like 6 hours in that stuff in the washing machine, and they don't smell.
Oh.
So they also have a spray for shoes and stuff, you know.
Oh,
So
that'd be good.
Oh, that's nice.
so we're going to go talk to them, Eddie and the gang over at Defunkify at noon, and show you what it's all about. Show you the research. Show you on the magnifying glasses and stuff, the little bacteria, so you'll know all the ugly, gross things that are in your body that are eating it. But that'll be kind of an interesting topic. So watch at noon, and don't forget to share this one so that Sara can get the help that she needs.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Yes,
Thanks for
thank you.
doing this, and I'm glad that we could work it out. So again, the reason she's not on here, she just didn't want to be on camera. So we provide. I don't have to do this in the news business. It would be like, then we can't interview you. It's like,
Yeah.
we don't have to do that anymore because we're not in that business anymore. So thank you.
Thank you.
And good luck. I
Thank
hope you
you.
get that transplant. Thank you
Thank
for
you
being
so
such a
much.
good friend. Those are the kind of people you need in your life.
Amen to
My
that.
closest friend had cystic fibrosis and just had a double lung transplant after almost dying. Several times. Hope is out there. Thank you, Ashley. Hey, Ashley, would you share this? Make sure this goes on the WTF site. I always forget that. Oh yeah, the F word is probably some people don't like that, but there's a WTF site with lots of really great people on there, and she's on. She runs that.
Oh, cool.
And her friend says he is doing better
Oh, good.
for his lung transplant.
Good.
And she said she will put that out. And you guys, seriously, I'm gonna just, if you don't share it, people don't see it. That I can tell who shares it. I know. I mean, I can see it on my page. It tells me, so it tells on you. So just share it. That's all you have to do. We're not asking for the world. All right. Bye, you guys. Thank you.
Bye. Thank
all right.
you.
See you guys later.